Wilbur observed Ian carefully. He seemed to recall hearing his last name being mentioned by Lightning Hank earlier. "Can we talk inside?" Ian said politely. Wilbur smiled and then turned to look behind him. Faye had sat up with a blanket on her legs. He bowed slightly. "Come in." Ian made his way to the living room slowly. Sitting down on a corner of the couch, Wilbur sat down next to Faye and lit a cigarette. "How may I help you?" Ian looked at Wilbur and said, "Lightning Hank's dead." "Oh well, he deserved it," Wilbur said calmly. Ian frowned. The Owens clan started out as a small escort business before switching to corporate when the new dacha was formed. Nevertheless, we've always been good fighters in the past centuries. "What does that have to do with me?" Wilbur asked calmly. Ian did not respond to Wilbur's question, but said, "Clans like ours place value on keeping our true strength hidden to the outside world, and we've built up enough of a name for ourselves to deserve a decent amount of respect from everyone. But now one of our men is dead." "It seems you're referring to Lightning Hank," Wilbur said. Ian continued, "Lightning Hank was my father's pupil. He has done a lot for the Owens, and I have to speak up for him to some extent if something happened to him. I wouldn't be able to face the rest of the clan otherwise. To think that a clan like the Owens nurtured someone of Lightning Hank's character." "It truly is a shame," Wilbur remarked. Ian frowned and said firmly, "We might not know what he's been up to, but what we do know is that it's part of the Owens clan. Now that he's dead, someone has to be held responsible for it." "The Owens clan isn't really that great if a bastard like Lightning Hank came out of there," Wilbur said calmly. Ian flew into a rage at those words. "Anyone who dares insult a member of the Owens clan is courting death." Wilbur replied, "Is that so? Aren't you afraid that I might kill you first?" Ian smirked. "I'm just a member of the Owens clan, someone unimportant. If you killed me, the clan would just pick another runner to talk to you. You won't affect the Owens' power at all." "That's pretty courageous of you," Wilbur said. Just then Ian got to his feet and spoke in a deep voice. "You'll get an invitation letter in 3 days. The biggest clans of Seachertown will be there. I hope you're brave enough to bear the consequences of what you've done." "Sure. I'd like to see what all those clans are all about anyways," Wilbur responded coldly. Ian did not continue the conversation. He turned around and walked out of the house. Faye frowned at once. "The clan seems pretty strong." "I'm strong too." "They wouldn't dare mess with me if they knew who I was," Wilbur said. Faye lay prostrate back on the couch. "I know you're something, but you should still be careful. They are definitely powerful enough since they dare to talk like that. They just want to recover their pride in front of all those other clans, right?" "It's a pity they messed with the wrong person," Wilbur said calmly. After that, Wilbur did not talk about that topic anymore so that Faye would not be too worried. He made a call to Gordon to turn down the invite for dinner first before making dinner for Faye. After eating, Wilbur watched over Faye until she eventually drifted into sleep before beginning to meditate. Faye woke up in the morning and saw Wilbur seemingly asleep on the couch. She snuck back to her room to freshen up, put on makeup, and got changed. By the time she got downstairs, Wilbur had woken up and was stretching his limbs in the living room. "I don't have time to make you breakfast," Faye smiled. Wilbur shook his head. "Don't worry about me in the future. I'm an adult. I can feed myself." Faye blinked and approached Wilbur, saying softly, "I know. By the way, there's a banquet I've got to attend tonight. Would you go with me?"